How's it going, Tom? NerdRemix.com. Got a movie for you today. It's not really a low-budget independent movie like you're used to, but it was made in England and it was released independently here, direct DVD. It's called Dorian Gray. Yeah, it is based on the crashing bore of a Gothic novel you had to read in the high school, the Portrait of Dorian Gray. But anyway, this one was adapted for the screen by a guy named Toby Finley. It was directed by Oliver Parker. Pretty good movie. Colin Firth, of course, is top billed. He plays Lord Henry Wotton, the guy that befriends Dorian Gray and teaches him about the hedonistic lifestyle and everything. And Basil Hayward is the guy. Ben Chaplin plays him. He is the guy that paints the actual portrait. And it follows the book pretty well. You know, Dorian gets, kind of makes a subliminal deal with the devil. And ends up, anything that basically happens to him doesn't happen to him, it happens to the portrait. He hides it away in the attic so nobody can see it, and basically just kind of lives life. And it kind of differs from the book, and towards the like the last act of the movie, he falls in love with Emily, who's played by Rebecca Hall, who is Lord Wotton's daughter, and he's not real cool about the relationship. He kind of sabotages things, and he kind of, it ends up how it ends up. I'm not going to give that away. She wasn't, like I said, a character in the book, and just Dorian find redemption at the end. You'll have to watch it and find out. I really liked this movie. It was a period piece, but it's really well done. It had to have had a pretty decent budget. I don't know how much CG they used in, the backdrops and the sets and everything else, but the movie looked really good. Kind of reminded me of an old Hammer movie. And that, it was paced really evenly. There wasn't too many shocks and everything. The guy who plays Dorian Gray, Ben Barnes from Prince Caspian, you get to see his ass. There's a little bit of female nudity in some of the opium den and the group sex scenes and everything, because Dorian Gray has a lot of sex with a lot of women. Not all of them are all that great looking either, but you get to see Prince Caspian's ass, ladies out there. And anyway, it's a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I'd like to admit, because it's kind of a huge movie. It's kind of a big studio thing in England. Like I said, it was released by E1 here, so it's not like it was released by a huge company here. But very entertaining movie. Looks great. It's got some great acting in it. All the actors are really good. The woman that plays Emily, Rebecca Hall, she does a real good job. Ben Barnes does a great job. And, Colin Firth is Colin Firth. He does a great job. Most of the old age makeup and stuff, because there is quite a bit of that, looks really good. And, like I said, the sets and the costumes and everything are fantastic. So, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth a rental. I wouldn't say it's a real horror movie, although there's some good suspense and everything else. And there's some pretty horrific, there's a couple murders. One's pretty bad with a piece of mirror. When the portrait finally gets it at the end. Well, I'm not going to give it away, but that's pretty gruesome. But yeah, it's a pretty decent movie. Overall, I'm not going to say it's an independent horror movie, because it's not. It was released independently here, but it's a big budget movie, and there's name actors in it and everything else. But it's really well done. It's not too slick, and I think you'll like it. I give it a 7 out of 10. Support truly independent cinema. Thanks.